Oh, sorry. And we are on.
Yay! Applause. Yes, thank you.
Wow, we have a little bit of a manic audience thing going there today. So, yes, it is early for the show, but there's a reason.
Always a reason.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not really here. Shh. I am playing hooky for my own event right now.
This is bad.
It's lunchtime, in all fairness. It's lunchtime.
They're being fed.
I'm not supposed to be on the stage right now, so it's all good. So we snuck down here to the studio because I had this incredibly awesome guest that was in town for the event.
Yay.
Had to pull her down here. And I have some of my favoritist people in my live studio audience today to watch the show. They are my Be the Appsters, which is my mastermind program, my very top clients.
They're your closest.
Yeah, my hardest workers.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
As they yawn and laugh and smile.
They're like, yeah, whatever. They curse my, you know when you start doing this coaching thing and you start helping people, they're cursing you behind your back sometimes because they're like, I'm not doing it. I don't care what she says. I'm not doing that. I'm getting
them.
I'm getting nods. Oh, I know
nodding.
for sure. I know for sure.
They don't look that stubborn to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you be nice, or I'm going to start promoting that, that Shrek is Disney.
He's not? Really?
Oh!
Sorry.
That's a whole nother show.
Pixar.
Seriously. So, we may or may not follow this thing because you get you and me in a room. It gets a little.
We already had a show before the show.
I'm telling
we had the What is an Amazon business thing already.
Yeah.
We were pounding the tables, man. It was bad.
We could get into that. We could get into that.
We should get into that.
Well, maybe we will. We will just totally
blow it
stress out, Scott, and just,
go with the flow, man.
That's what he gets the big bucks for, though. You just make all the switches good. Yeah,
I think he's sitting in there wondering where the big bucks are exactly.
Oh, you've talked to Scott. All right.
Yeah.
That's because he's not on eBay yet.
Oh.
Notice I said yet,
Yes. I know. Hey, listen, the music guy at the event bought the DJ last night, all of his equipment he bought on eBay.
Oh, my gosh, it was so cool. So let's kind of introduce, because for those that are watching this on the recording, they don't know what we talked about before because they weren't here. Also, we got this awesome chat going on. Yeah, my mom's saying when you get Danny and Kat together, the script goes out the window. Pretty much.
Your mother knows me. Yes, she does. You guys should have seen us writing this book.
Hurting cats is just a little synonym. Yeah. You want to take that literally. I had to get her down. Okay, funny story. Funny thing happened on the way down to the studio. So we get the car from the valet, and I don't know where my brain was. There was 6 of us, 5 passengers,
but
and
you
me.
have a Cadillac Escalade. It's got a third row
I have
seat,
a big
right?
car, right?
Yeah, no problem. Three rows of seats.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I've got to put the back seat up.
Okay.
I was in my car before this car because there was no back seat in this car anymore. My husband took it out so I could put more stuff in it.
So we're standing there looking, and I start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I climbed in the back.
Seriously, she just rode in the back.
You know how cats are. They'll sleep anywhere. Backs of chairs, your lap. I sleep in the back of a couch. No problem.
She made it here. That's what's important. And here we are.
Yeah.
It's a very good thing.
I've ridden in the back of pickups with you.
So welcome to the Niche to Profit show. Oh,
yes.
my gosh. It's so exciting just to have you here and be able to talk.
Thank you.
So, wow. Let's tell people a little about you and a little bit about how you and I met.
Well, I'm not sure how we met, but it's been a long time, and now my memory's not that good. Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
Thatcat.com. I started selling eBay back when Danny did. I was selling Beanie Babies. I was the woman in the black trench coat in the parking lot buying. Want to buy a Beanie Baby? I was buying them and selling them. And I've sold lobster roaches. I've sold pond plants. I sold a vintage Mercedes. I've sold all kinds of things. And most of my sales these days are on Amazon, as Danny knows, because we discuss the virtues of Amazon versus eBay often and often. And I also sell on eBay. And I actually had $500 in sales last week on eBay. You'll be so proud of me.
I am so proud of you.
And I do a podcast at That Cat Radio, and I have a blog.
And I know why you sell stuff on eBay with very little work.
Why?
Because you're niched.
Yes, I am.
You're very niched.
Yes. When I finally list it, it actually sells.
What? Go figure.
Faceplant. Yeah.
And what do you sell? Tell them what you sell.
I have a boutique store called Kat's Boutique, and we sell products that were invented by women and are used by women. And the profits, 10% of the profits goes to a women's charity called Mi Esperanza. We sell shoes and creams and hats.
Oh, my gosh, you sell the best shoes.
Oh, when I hear people complain about their uncomfortable shoes, I just want to get one of these. Yeah.
I was like, why didn't I ask her to bring me a pair of shoes?
Yeah, we need to do that. I was going to send one to Rochelle before she quit.
How long have you been selling
shoes?
Those shoes?
5 years?
Yeah, I think I've been asking you for 5 years.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. Somebody help me remember and get her size, okay? Yeah.
It's really easy to remember. It's like the most popular women's size shoes out there. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You can have mine. We'll trade.
Done.
They're called one soles, and they're very comfortable, but they're very adaptable. So anyway.
I think we've been talking about, like, I want some custom toppers. We're
going to get the Danny app toppers, the Niche to Profit show toppers.
Yeah.
And then they'll have to, the appsters. The shoe company will take whatever, like a picture of your grandchild, which I'm not sure I want my grandchild on my shoe, but your dog maybe, or your logo, and they can make the toppers for the shoes they use wetsuit material, and they make toppers out of them. So we've been talking about that for about 2 years since you first started the Danny app.
I know. 3 years.
We'll get there.
3 years.
3 years.
She's 3 years old now.
Wow. Okay.
I know, right?
When you first started, we talked about, okay, we'll get there.
Oh, yeah, we'll get there. We'll build that plan.
Slow but steady. Isn't that what Jim said? Slow but steady.
Yeah. So she's throwing names out here at you guys. You guys, who? So we're holding this little shindig down the street. Little shindig called the More Fun, Bigger Profits event. That is my big event that I hold each year. It is for online entrepreneurs. It is not just for eBay. Let's get back to here, because we joke about eBay versus Amazon. And one of the biggest reasons I love using eBay as a channel to build your business on is that you can brand and you can niche and you can get your customer information when you sell something. You just can't do that on Amazon.
Nope. And we have been having a discussion before the show about that, because I just came from the recent SCO conference, and now I'm here at Danny's More Fun, Bigger Profits event. And there's a lot of people out there trying to help Amazon sellers get around the rules, so to speak, and somehow contact their Amazon customers and get them as their own customers. And every time I hear that, I just sit in the audience and go like this, because Amazon is not a customer acquisition channel. Now, everything we say, it depends. There's always an exception. But generally speaking, you're building an FBA business. In my opinion, this is a cash business to make money quick. Turn the products over. Yeah. You consider yourself an order filler for Amazon. Your expertise is in sourcing, and you're going to make a lot of money for that. But as far as building an email list or getting a clientele, the typical FBA seller with what they sell, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, thrift store, yard sale, you're not going to be able to build a long-term branded business on Amazon or FBA that way. Now, we can talk about private branding. That's different.
Right. But you know what really scares me? This truly disturbs me, because I just saw it happen to one of my friends.
Yikes. What now?
You build this tremendous cash flow business on Amazon. And I mean, you're taking in tens of thousands of dollars, because that's very doable.
Very doable with FBA.
And at any moment, something could happen and you're out of business. Bam. Because you've got no brand and you've got no
list,
customer database, and you got to go start over and do something.
I met someone at a recent SCOE conference a couple of years ago. I think it was one in Seattle, about a year and a half. And he introduced himself to me and was telling me, I said, well, I always say, what do you do? You know, where are you selling? What are you doing? And he was very proud of his business, as he should be. He had a $1.5 million a year business, and he told me some of the things he was selling. It was a variety. And I said, that's wonderful. You know, congratulations. I said, where do you sell? He said, Amazon, FBA. And I said, that's great. I said, where else do you sell? He said, just Amazon. And I said, you have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And he really didn't want to hear it, but it was true. Because this is not scare tactic radio, is it? Right? No?
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. No,
Just making
absolutely not.
But you do need to build the multiple streams of income we just heard about at your event, because no stream is that dependable. And especially if you're selling on a marketplace, be it eBay or Amazon or Etsy for that matter, policies can change in an instant. And one of your competitors can come after you, and things can change in a day. I have been on the other side of that computer 3 different times in my career, opening up an email that said, from eBay twice, from Amazon once, thanks, but we don't want you anymore. And I felt that heart just... And in one of those businesses, I was going from $10,000 a month to 0, like that.
Ouch.
So... yeah, been there, done that. Don't want to wear the T-shirt.
Can't we
Be
kind of
careful out there.
equate that to like being fired from a job or laid off or your job was cut?
Yeah.
And I think most people go into working for themselves and having these online businesses because they want that freedom to not be under. They want, you know, it's okay. That job security thing.
That's where
I think
no
is a
job
myth.
security money.
Exactly.
That's where the multiple income streams comes in. If you've got your customer list and you've got your eBay business and your Amazon business and you get that email,
Right.
still upsetting, still that heart-dropping moment.
Right.
But your world is
You're not out of
over.
business.
You're not out of business because you have a business
But if you have it all
on one
on
channel.
Amazon
Or eBay.
you just got fired.
Right.
Where's your job security?
Yeah, exactly.
Bam.
That's
gone.
why you've got to build a business.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's really, you know, I am not anti-Amazon. I
Amazon.
sell on Amazon. I sell on Amazon
I love Amazon. I love Amazon
because
Prime.
you cannot
Changed my life.
ignore
No.
the fact that it is a monster.
No. Yes.
It's a monster.
It's like what they say, ignore the elephant in the room. You can't.
We had this talk. We had Joe Kamikow, who is a huge online buyer.
Yeah.
And
Yay.
not just eBay.
He was
Buys a
fun.
lot of stuff on eBay, but also Amazon. And that number one reason, and here's the thing, guys. The number one reason people are going to Amazon is because it's easy.
The easy button.
One click. One click, one click. And so he took that over to who he buys from on eBay. And
Make
it was
easy.
the sellers that make it easy. Big takeaway with that, guys. I mean, you've got to make it easy for your customer. And that's all in your brand. That's all in that consistency in everything you put out there and the message about your business. You've got to build a brand.
Absolutely.
Or
You can wait for that email.
you can wait for that email, or you can just hit and miss. And
Well, you know, and Amazon, a lot of people that have their own brand or they're building their website and they don't want too much of their business into FBA. Amazon still makes an incredible channel for testing. You know,
yeah.
because of their audience, they're wildly rabid fans like myself. You know, test your products. You think, well, I think I might want to sell that. I wonder if it would sell. Test it. Use Amazon. I remember one of our mentors, Janelle, used to say, people say, oh, you work for eBay. No.
Oh, no.
eBay works for me.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you know, do I work for Amazon? No. Amazon works for me. So as long as the marketplaces work for you and they work for what you're trying to accomplish, then use them. Don't let them use you.
Right. They are a distribution channel for your business.
Their audience. You want... FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, and that is selling on Amazon, but letting Amazon handle that fulfillment part. So if you're not familiar with that, ask me or ask Danny. We know what that is. But FBA is a life changer for your business. It really helps you expand. But again, use it. Don't let them use you.
Right. Absolutely. So, and I mean, there are people who have developed products, their own products, and then put them on Amazon and just... We heard about one this morning, Death Wish Coffee.
Oh, I love their story. They have some great ads, by the way. Check them out on Facebook.
Right. But they didn't just go on there with this coffee and expect to start selling thousands of dollars worth. They had to build the brand.
And there's the thing we talked about. There's a little bit difference what we're talking about FBA and Amazon sales, selling onesie twosies online. There's a difference in that and then what Death Wish Coffee did. Because if you buy Death Wish Coffee on Amazon, and he said today that they're selling hundreds of bags a day. So if you buy a bag of that coffee and you get it to your house, on the bottom of that bag it says deathwishcoffee.com.
Hello. There's your way to connect with your customer on Amazon if you have a brand.
If you are the manufacturer, if you are a brand.
Right. Exactly. So, hey,
we went around a long way, but we got there.
And by the way, Bob in the chat is calling you sexist for only selling stuff to women. I'm just saying.
Bob on Amazon, I'll sell to anyone.
That brings up a good point. And we have talked a lot about this the last 2 days. Mm-hmm. Is just because you have a target market does not mean that other people are not going to buy your stuff.
Yeah, guess who buys a lot of my stuff for presents? Men. So I market to people who are into, giving back. They want to make a difference in people's lives, and women that care about that. They care about the fact that their shoe isn't just made in a factory in China. It's made in the USA. Part of the profit goes to a nonprofit for women. It's a big deal like that. And Bob, I would be happy to sell you some shoes, sweetheart. Just check me out.
There you go. Yeah.
And I carry your size on bag.
Well, like we were saying, I kind of want a pair of these shoes. So if you want to send me a present, Bob, size 8.
Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, just saying. It's all good. They could even have cows on them. I'm good with that.
Ooh, I think I could find some cows. Oh, I could find some cows. That was a cow. What do goats make? Never mind. I was saying, what noise they make? Blat, blat. Always in a book, I see a goat going blat, blat, blat.
Depends if it's a boy or a girl.
What's a girl say?
Meh.
What's a boy say? That was a good one. You always do those children's books with my grandkids, and you get to the goat, and I'm like, blah.
No, the boys go.
Oh, that was very
True
good.
Story.
That was scary good. Well, she did raise goats.
I raised goats. Okay. That's where the udders came from.
Yeah.
That's where the utterly came from. It's my goats. Yeah. So, all right. So, we started the show a little bit late today. So, I have no idea if we were on schedule or anything. But how about we play a commercial? Can we do that?
Okay. Then go to 2.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
When you're working for yourself and you have your own business, the only limits there are the ones you give yourself.
That says get your ticket, but unless you're here in Vegas, you're probably kind of out of luck. I mean, we got another day left. Don't get me wrong. We'll still let you come in, but we are day and a half in, and it is. I'm a little partial. I think it's been pretty amazing.
It has been very amazing. I have really enjoyed. It's been so organized, and everything is scheduled, and the speakers are awesome, and the people are amazing. That's a big reason I go to events is the people. I mean, I love the speakers. I love, I learn from them, but I learn just as much from the attendees as I learn from the speakers.
Yeah, fabulous point. Because the whole idea of going to these events, I mean, the stuff that I'm teaching from the stage.
You teach online for free?
I teach some free, some in webinars, some in workshops. It's out there. You can Google and you can find information. But what you don't get unless you are face-to-face with a person, is that human relationship, that, reading their face.
Yes.
And knowing, oh my gosh, and maybe you guys have done this, you buy a product because they wrote a really good sales page and they hit all the hot buttons and
features and benefits.
And you spend a bunch of money and you get it and you go, yeah, this won't work for me.
Right. It happens.
And then you realize, oh my gosh, they just wanted to sell, me this
Boy,
product.
they're good salesmen.
But if you're face to face with somebody and you get to ask them questions where they can't go to, have my assistant find the right answer for that, real people. It's about real people. And then, like you said, we have a room of hundreds of online sellers.
Yeah.
They all, as we discovered on the first day, we all have dreams.
Yes.
We all have goals that we want to reach. And now everybody is working together with those. Some people have a weakness in this area over here, and other people have a weakness in this area over here. And when you get the collective minds together, especially in a room where the energy is just kind of the same for everyone, everybody's doing the same. It's amazing.
Synergy.
Love watching it.
Yeah.
I love watching it. And you can't get that online.
No. And I know a lot of people say, well, there's a lot of video, like this show's video, and I can see them, so I would recognize them. And it is good. I mean, video is awesome. What did the video ladies say, that a 1-minute video is worth 1.8 billion bytes of text or something like that?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Words, yeah.
Words
of text.
But it's different in person. I mean, I know video's good, and these cameras and all this is professional and all that, and I'm sure I look really good. But it's just not the same as seeing people in line, and seeing that she looks like me, and I can shake her hand, I can feel her. It's a different. And John Lawson, I know he's coming to speak at your event tomorrow.
He's coming tomorrow.
He was in SCO at the event I was in last week. One of the things he said from stage that really hit me, he said, "Don't come to these events to hear me." He said, "Don't come to these events to hear this person." He said, "I'm all over the web. Google John Lawson. You can find me." He said, "Don't come to these events." He said, "Come to these events to meet the 150, 200, whatever people are here and talk to them, because that's where the long-lasting networking and values." Some people come to this event, like the lady that came to the mic yesterday and said she's not good at sourcing, and I wish I could hire someone to source, and like 12 hands went up. Bam! I love to source, but I can't get it listed, So the connections. Yeah. I really wish I could get into wholesale. Oh, really? Because I've got more wholesalers I can use. Let's talk.
It's amazing.
It's invaluable. It will grow your business to the next level, and you can't get that except you're an in-person event.
It is so true. It's so true. And that's really the reason. I have been to a lot of events.
Yes, you have.
A lot. And not just
More
e-commerce events.
Yes.
I go to business events. I go to speaker events.
Personal development events.
Oh, my gosh. I go to social media events. And I'm there not only to get the information. I'm kind of seeing what I'm getting away from that. What was it in that room that really resonated? And then that was my dream, was to put together an event that brought the best of all of those things together and sent people away with something that truly was going to make a change in their business if they used it.
And I love a lot of things about the event, but what I'm thinking about right now is that page you put in there for people to write down cool people I met with their name and their contact info. It's just a page, which is a really cool booklet. I've been to a lot of events too. I've never got a booklet before. I like that.
We should have brought that.
Yeah, we should have. But it's got one page in it that you just put in there, and it says cool people I met. Because so many of us, myself included, go home with a stack of business cards, and then we're going to follow up with them, but we're going to put the stack right here until we get a chance to get over them. Yeah, I've got stacks there from SCOE 2 years ago. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So this is, go talk to them. Say, hey, can I get your name and contact info, email address, phone number, whatever, so that I can remember, I can write a note. This is the guy that had the wholesale contact. This is the lady that raised goats. Oh, this lady does karaoke really good. Whatever. But just help yourself remember.
Absolutely.
So I thought that adding that page was really smart.
Yeah, I picked that little piece up from another event I went to.
Awesome.
And I thought, yeah, this is great because it connects it to that event where I'm meeting these people, gives me a place all on one sheet. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing, like you said, we're calling it's a workbook. It's a workbook. It's over 100 pages
with no page numbers. But I'm just saying.
I know. That was my lesson learned. I just thought that we would just go in order.
Work through, yeah. And then we had to switch. Yeah.
And then we had a plan B.
But it was funny when the way it went on from stage. You handled it very well.
Yeah, everybody found it.
Everybody can find it. And every speaker has a section. And then I didn't even realize till today that all the speed training has a section.
Yes.
That's really cool too.
Speed training.
We should tell them
I
what
know.
that is.
They're going, speed training?
Speed training?
Not speed dating. Not, although
It is Vegas.
I mean, that could occur in the room, too.
We do have a budding romance, but
Yeah,
I'm not saying any names.
Yeah, she just doesn't know it yet.
Well, he does. Well, it matters.
Yeah. I'm talking about my daughters are here. Actually, all 4 of my children are in one room.
Isn't that
with this
cool? And
event,
your mother was there, too.
which is just, that's just a dream come true for me.
It
It's
was
just
fun to watch.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me watch. That was...
It's fun.
Yeah. Dane and I have known each other for a long time. And for those of you out there with adult children, it's not always roses.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, gosh, a long time. I think we have a picture somewhere.
Now I'm scared.
Yeah.
That wasn't so long ago.
That one wasn't so long ago.
But I meant to bring that wig and I forgot.
That's a long time ago.
Oh,
that was only
wow.
4 years ago.
I still have that
5
shirt.
years ago.
I had that shirt with me.
Yeah, that was
Do you still have that shirt, the Danni Ackerman?
I do. That was my very first little. That was the
on
first
location.
year.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember which one that was though.
We went to a lot.
Yeah, but yeah, that's us. We're crazy, and we get. That's where we get to connect.
Fun
because we're so
Yes.
busy.
Yeah.
What do we like schedule Skype calls? You know,
we
every
always
once in a while.
should.
Yeah, and it's like, can I get on your calendar? You know,
Usually it's like late at night and it's like, are you there? You know,
you there? Yeah, yeah, and we're time zones away.
Mm-hmm.
You live in Arkansas.
I don't get up in the morning.
You don't?
I do not like getting up in the morning. I sleep in.
Well, then that works good because I guess I've never tried you too early.
Don't try me at 7 a.m. It doesn't look pretty.
Well, that would be my 5 a.m. So that ain't happening.
Doing that.
But yeah, so I put together this event just for that very reason, and I wanted, don't just come to the event, don't just listen and say that was great, yeah, and get motivated, and then you walk out of the room and you go back and you just start doing what you did before, and then next year you come back, but you're still really in the same place.
That's what breaks my heart when I go to a lot of these events, and that's the saddest thing that I see is I see a lot of people at the same events year after year, which I love seeing them, but they're still in the same position they were.
Yeah.
And that's, talking to myself here. Yeah.
No. Well, you are. Oh, you so are not. Oh, don't. Give me a break.
Well, yeah. But I mean, it is. You've got to have something to take away from the event.
Yeah.
Because we talked about all the value of the event, and that's huge, and the connections that you can make are huge, but you have to follow up on them. So, you find, you want to get into wholesale because it's more predictable and you can make, more money. But you make a connection here at the event and you're going to follow and you don't follow up. When you come back to the next event, you'll still be wanting to get into wholesale. So you have to actually make that step and do it.
We're actually talking about that this afternoon. I have kind of come up with my own little thing that demonstrates the cycle of a plan.
Oh, good.
Because we do that.
Yes.
We plan and then we do a little research, and that feels really productive. The research, that's the going to the event.
I research on Facebook.
That's the reading the book. Yeah. That's the reading blogs. That's the going to Facebook and talking and being in the groups and, maybe even joining some of these paid groups that give you products. You do all this stuff. But if you don't actually take the next step, which is action to get you to the profits, it doesn't matter. You can do all the planning and all this goal setting and all the research and all of that. And you're going to be back in the same place next year.
Paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
And there are, that's the problem, or the benefit and the problem with internet marketing and internet retail. There's so many ways to make money. There really are. I mean, your last speaker was mentioning 15 income streams he has. There's probably 15,000 actually. Yoav from E-Rated was talking about how there are actually hundreds of thousands of marketplaces all the way in all the world. Have you ever heard of Bear Pile? She's counting her income streams.
I'm counting my streams.
Okay.
I have 8.
That's great. That's awesome. But I mean, the point is there's so much out there, so many different ways of making money. There's niche websites with hundreds of thousands of people. There's writing. I mean, all these different things. Because there's so many, most of us have trouble, myself included, choosing and then following that path.
Yeah.
And what I've seen happen.
So you know what happens?
What?
We don't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many options. Where do I start?
Don't do anything. Yeah.
So don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Take the workbook. Fill it out. You got a place for your goals and how you're going to get there. You even started talking about marketing today. I'm going to run how many marketing campaigns by the end of the year.
We're talking marketing campaigns. We're talking branding. We're doing all that stuff.
But just don't put the book on the shelf when you get home.
Right. Yeah, and so I have not announced this yet, but so I know this is my little thing, is that I wanted to make sure that it actually was going to be okay. And we actually had a video, but we will be selling the video.
Oh, that's excellent.
And the workbook.
Excellent.
Out there.
So
not the same as being there, but we will be making
But for
that
those
available.
who weren't here and who listen to what we're talking about, or look at the sales page and have all the videos and they decide, or talk to somebody. Because I think a lot of the people that go away from the event are going to say, yes, you should have been there.
Right? Yeah.
So now this is a chance for them to get in, even though they missed it.
Yeah.
Second chance.
I'm very excited. And, and I'm learning things this year. I learned a lot from last year.
Page numbers.
Change page numbers. I'll have page numbers in the book. Somehow I don't think anybody's going to let me forget that one.
Of course, we had to find something, and it's been so well run so far. It's like you got to find something to give her a hard time about.
But you know what?
What?
There has been so much going on behind the scenes. You guys have no idea. You know what the really cool thing is?
I see it.
I'm not having to deal with it.
Yes, that's really cool.
I have a team this year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what you're teaching, to have a team.
And I can't even tell you the value in finding the right people to help you grow your business and help you get ahead. And because I was kind of stuck in this little bad mental thing where, well, if I admit that I don't know that piece, then what credibility am I going to have? I'm going to look weak. That's a weakness.
You thought you had to know it all?
Yeah, Or I had to go find it out and then, convey. And I'm like, no, I do not need to know it all. I know what I know, and I know it well. And then those pieces that I don't, I'm going to go to somebody else who knows that as well as I know what I know. And you put those pieces together, and then you're unstoppable.
When I was a homeschooling mom, that was the main skill I wanted to impart to my children, was how to find what they needed to know. Find out how to do it, or find someone to do it. As long as you can find, there's so much knowledge out there, just find it. Oh, now I got her started.
Oh, gosh, I was just thinking about encyclopedias and dictionaries.
Do you know, I think I saw somebody building furniture out of them online the other day. It was actually a YouTube video about doing something useful with encyclopedia sets. But, okay, did you buy one? Because I bought one from a door-to-door salesman when I was a young mom.
I have a set in the garage.
I know. My son and his wife was just there, and they bought this really expensive Kirby vacuum, and they were going, I can't believe we bought that. And I said, oh, it's okay. Everybody, young married couple has to buy like a freezer full of meat or, an encyclopedia set or
I sold Electrolux vacuum cleaners, but well, no, let me rephrase that.
She tried to sell.
I worked for the company, and I went out and I did the demos, and I sold a Electrolux vacuum cleaner. You know who
suckers were expensive.
You know
your mom?
No. To me.
Oh. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, no.
And then I was done. I was like, yeah, I like it. I convinced myself how good it was.
Yes.
And then I stopped doing that.
And remember the rainbows? The rainbow vacuums? Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember those.
Those were door to door. But anyway, the point is everyone makes their mistakes.
Yes.
And you move on and you learn from them.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Like page numbers.
Oh, gosh. I'm telling you. Yeah, so there's definitely things that are going to be done differently next year. We are definitely not going back to the same venue. That's a whole show. We don't even go there.
It's probably not a recordable show, Dan.
We're going to be in a hotel where the elevators actually show you what floor you're stopping on.
Did you know there's another elevator there that you can only push one button at a time? Yeah, we learned that. Yeah, they're not. I'm telling you,
if I hadn't stayed in the hotel, I would be going, really? Now I'm like, yeah.
There's like 26 floors, and like people will all get in there, and I'll push 3, and you'll push 7. Well, if you push 7, my 3 goes away.
Yeah.
And they land on 7. I'm going, where'd my 3 go? So it.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. Avoid anything owned by anything that's bankrupt.
Oh, that's probably a good point in life.
Just saying.
Just like what did the guy say yesterday? Don't eat in a restaurant where the bathroom's dirty. Hello.
I don't know why that was a light bulb moment for me.
But if the bathroom's dirty, chances are the kitchen is too. I'm like, duh.
he said that it was like, that is so obvious, yet I have never thought about that.
Me either.
Because I don't like to go in the bathrooms.
But you'll be checking them now.
I'm probably going to go into the bathroom first.
Yes.
Right?
And then come out. Kids, we're leaving. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Although I have to say, and we digress here because this is what we do.
Just a bit.
So I remember my husband and I went to a restaurant. It was in Town Square. I won't say the name, but we're sitting there and it was like little kind of futon kind of things. And then there's people over here in this area. And all of a sudden the woman screams. I'm like that. And, oh my God, it was a cockroach. Oh, it had crawled across her foot.
Yeah, I always pull out my gun when that happens. I'm from Colorado.
So it crawled across her foot and they left. And my husband looked at me and goes, "You want to leave?" I'm like, "No, I'm too damn hungry. Let's just eat."
But did you check the meat?
What was I supposed to check?
The meat. You don't know what was in there. Oh my gosh, you didn't check.
It's all good. You know what? I lived. I'm here.
True.
It's all
True story.
good. So I guess, I'm good immune system. Just
well,
build a good immune system.
They got TV shows on where the guy eats everything, including rock cockroaches. So evidently they're edible.
Right?
Check Survivor, man. I mean, my family.
Survivor, heck, Naked and Afraid.
Oh, no, I don't watch that one. The other one, though, I mean, they do those challenges where if you eat this really weird stuff, you can see your family. I looked at my husband and go, I love you, honey, but I don't love you that much. I'm not eating that crap. No way, man.
Well, Amazing Race, they do that too. They go like,
you can
see, this is what we do. We got this thing. It's like,
But I always, okay, we could talk about Survivor. I like Survivor for a long time.
We could talk about all kinds of things. Hey, how about we take one more quick commercial break and then we're going to come back and actually talk about some e-commerce stuff.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Danni Ackerman of thedanniapp.com, and what I do is inspire, motivate, and empower online sellers to grow a six-figure business. I have been doing the coaching side of my business for 3 years, and I have been an online seller for, oh my goodness, this is my 17th year. We have group coaching programs, we have private coaching programs. I do in-person live events all around the country. I do a large 3-day event here in Las Vegas called More Fun, Bigger Profits. And it's all about helping people build a plan, taking action, and reaching their goals in their online business. You can come find out more about me at thedanniapp.com.
Millions of online sellers are looking for one identity to use in thousands of platforms. E-Rated manages your reputation by importing unlimited social media, marketplace, and behavioral data. It reveals your cross-platform performance, compares it with competitors, and calculates your e-worth. And it gives you the tools you need to improve sales and find room to grow. Discover your e-worth and your own reputation.
Yeah, and we've got E-Rated at the event.
And that's our matchmaking we're working on. He's so cute. Okay.
He flew all the way from Israel.
I know.
To be at the event.
And he's celebrating his birthday.
And he's
staying to go to the Billabong music something or other this Sunday.
I don't know. Is there some music thing?
I don't know. It's a music thing.
I don't know anything about that. Let's get back to e-commerce.
Okay. If we insist.
Let's do it. So let's highlight our store of the week. And this belongs to my very good friend, Martha David, who is busy at work as a volunteer at the event. I mean, she's just working her little heart out. Yep. And her store is a Uni Gifts of the World. And very what cute. Martha specializes in is her target customer is someone who knows, first of all, what Turkish coffee is. Okay. And her products all revolve around Middle Eastern culture, not just coffee but tea sets and brightly colored decor and all of those things that are appealing to that customer. And
I guess send my husband there. He loves that kind of coffee.
Oh, she does an amazing business.
It looks like mud. Sorry, no offense. Mm-hmm. But he loves it.
So that is her specialty. And we love Martha. And just if she hears this on the replay, thank you so much for helping make the conference amazing.
You need to thank her.
Yeah.
I think I saw her sitting down once in 2 days.
I know, right? If only I can get my kids to work that hard.
I'm a mother, no comment.
So, and then we have our score of the week. And this story actually ties in
To the event.
Yep. So my dear appster, Betty White, I got to tell you the story real quick about Betty, because I met her several years ago at one of the meetup groups. It was speaking down in Tucson. Mm-hmm. And this was when free shipping had just kind of, been introduced into the eBay world.
Thank you, Amazon.
And most sellers were very, very resistant, to say the least. But I was one of the first ones to jump on board and see
and we know why.
The benefits of that. But I don't sell little trinkets and easy to ship things.
Postcards.
What do I sell, Kat?
Big, heavy, ugly stuff.
It's getting prettier.
And I know. I used to introduce you to people and say she sells dirty, ugly stuff for lots and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand it. It was amazing.
I made you take out the dirty part because it's like, dirty? What are you talking about? Dirty?
Well, but what I meant was you would go to the flea markets and antique malls and you'd find the stuff that was stuffed underneath there or whatever. And I'd say, that's nothing. And then she'd sell it for $200. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck? Or she'd say, oh, it's this artist and he did this and this is, and I'm like, really? So that was what I meant. I was supposed to be a compliment.
I know what you meant. So I'd gone to an auction because I can't stay away from, treasure hunting. Mm-hmm. So I had this big, ugly vase. It was big piece of pottery, heavy. It was about 6 pounds. Mm-hmm. I took it to the meetup.
Yep.
And my point was that, bam, I am going to sell this with free shipping. And I will get $100 or more for this vase. It had no name. It was just a piece of pottery. And Betty, bless her heart, sitting there.
You can't make me.
I am never doing free shipping.
That's
There's no way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She'll tell you. It's funny. So I passed this vase around and I told everybody, I said, I'm going to do this with free shipping. So Betty goes, well, if you sell that with free shipping, I'll try it. So the funny thing is, not only did I sell it, but by the time I sold it, because it took about 6 months, I came back and I told her that I'd sold it. She goes, oh, I'm already doing free shipping.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll never go back.
Yeah.
Never go. So this is her score. So
good. And she's here, isn't she?
She's at the event. Yes.
I thought I met her.
So she bought this gorilla a year and a half ago at a church rummage sale for $2.
Whoa, he's big.
And she brought the pictures and showed it at the event last year to get some advice on it. And this is exactly what we were talking about. She's like, why isn't this selling? I can't get this gorilla sold. And they pointed out to her,
it's not a gorilla.
Not a gorilla. It's an orangutan. So she went in and she fixed her words on that. And voila, she found. Now, it's not a huge score. She sold it for $40. But the point of it being, and it's really funny. She says, yeah, he stayed around here so long, I had visions that he should be claimed as a dependent with the IRS.
Yeah. He's big enough. Yeah.
But it was one of her challenges because he was big and she did free shipping, but she still made money. Mm-hmm. So way to go.
That's cute.
Way to go, Betty.
I like the bananas. Good photos.
Where's her applause? She needs some applause.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. And a
Cha-ching!
ka-ching. Yes. Got to throw in the ka-ching.
That was funny when the cha-ching happened in the middle of your intro yesterday.
The Betty. No, it's not the Betty White. Not the Betty White.
Oh, Betty White. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I just know her, so I don't even think about the name. No.
Not the, isn't it? What's her latest show? It's always hot and it's always sunny in Philadelphia, something like that.
Our Betty White is as cool as the Betty White, though.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
And a lot younger.
Yeah. All right. I have no idea how much time we have left, but.
You're looking at me?
Yeah. Well, I know I have, my voice of God in the ear saying,
He's talking in my ear.
I know, isn't it cool?
It's very, very cool.
He could yell at us.
Do that.
He could curse at us. He could say stuff. He could try to make us cry.
Us. Oh, has he done that to you? He would never do that. Oh, my gosh.
It's cool. It's very cool. So we have some news stories.
Oh, my.
We do. We have some news stories.
I hope they're happy news stories.
So here's the thing. I have to confess, I have no idea who Lily Allen is. So, Lily Allen, if you're watching my show, please don't go out on Twitter and say what an idiot I am because I don't know who you are. Or rather, you know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Get the name right, Danni.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to your 1.3 million Twitter followers, just go ahead and mention it. Thank you.
So she
got in trouble.
She uses social media.
And she uses bad language.
She does?
On social media.
Oh, see, because I don't know these things.
I saw the tweets. They had to blank them out.
Oh, she was mad at an eBay seller who had sent her 7 messages complaining of no response. Okay, Lily, if you buy something on eBay and a seller is telling you to pay for your stuff, let's see, pay for it?
I know, but I'm going to take the other side here because the woman was working and it was 1.5 days and the seller sent her 7 emails. I would be annoyed.
All in one day?
In a day and a half. I would be annoyed.
You know what, though?
I'd be PO'd.
I don't think it was just the seller sending the messages.
Could have been
all
eBay.
that automated stuff.
Oh, so if she got 7, she could have gotten 3 from the seller, 3 from eBay. Whatever. Anyway, 7 is way too much.
I still go back to, if you know you didn't pay for the dang thing, go pay for it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know,
no more messages. Problem solved.
Some of these people have lives. You know, I know most of us are on the internet, 24/7, checking our email. But some people are at work.
You can so tell she's an Amazon chick, huh?
I don't deal with customers.
Wait, she had to be on eBay to buy the thing.
She was eBay. But 7 emails.
She had to be on eBay to buy the thing.
You do not teach your sellers to annoy their buyers.
No, well, no. That I get you there. I get you there.
But I know you know what bothers me with them not paying is if it's a best offer. And I've got one right now that it was priced at this price, and she offered me this low price, and we met in the middle, and I accepted it, and that's been 10 days and no payment. And I'm like, really, really? So yeah. eBay has the unpaid item cases, and I have mine set up so that if, after it was been 7 days, an unpaid item case opened up. And then it was automatically sent from eBay saying, hey, woman, go pay for this thing. And then if she doesn't pay, she'll get a strike against her and I'll get my fees back and all that good stuff. But it's just annoying to have somebody make an offer for something and then not pay. So, but I'll sell it again, whatever.
Okay, so I'm actually like kind of going to this. She admits that they were asking for collection. I think there's more to this story because if this seller was asking for collection, I'm kind of thinking
wasn't that story in the Daily Mall, like the UK
This
thing?
happened in the UK.
Yeah, because collection, I don't think that, like we think, U.S., we think collections. Oh, my God, she sent me to collections, like the hospitals do.
Now, obviously, I am going to tell you here right now, don't ever be rude to your customers. I don't care how bad they are. Don't be rude to your customers. So
and the power of Twitter, another lesson.
Right, but buyers, pay your sellers when they buy. When you buy something, pay for it. You cannot go to Walmart and go put it on the counter and say, "Hey, I'll be back in a day and a half."
And if you leave layaway too long, it goes away. Yeah.
Right. All good. Okay.
1.3 million Twitter followers. That's pretty awesome. Of course, she is like some rock and roll chick, I think.
Yeah, but here's the lesson here too.
Okay.
If she actually gave out that seller's name, I'll take that press.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Come look at the rest of my feedback.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Bring it. Social media.
I love it. Comcast cares.
So there's this other story I found, which we can't show you. Because our computers were not playing nice today. But so Facebook takes on eBay with a new page showing users secondhand goods for sale.
Now, is there a new page, or are they talking about the new ability within Facebook groups to buy and sell?
Right. So that was, I think, kind of the test market for this. But no, there's actually,
So what is it? You can open a page.
So a page that actually shows products for sale. Facebook is heavily getting into people are selling stuff on our platform. We need to figure out a way to capitalize on this.
Oh, yeah. And they've been gathering data. Speaking of testing, whenever somebody, big companies like this give an offer, like eBay's frequent There you go.
Oh, there's that one. Yeah.
There you go. Group pages.
Oh, he's
See,
good. He's good.
That's not a new page. That's actually the buy and sell buttons on the Facebook groups, and that's really cool, by the way. And then Facebook is gathering data there. We have a mutual friend named Deb in an email group we've been a member for a long time that is selling an average of $75 a day on Facebook groups.
Oh yeah,
with no fees.
Yeah, but see, there was I know I saw further on this story that there was a page. Where it was actually a page. It was beyond where the groups are going.
And it's a huge market, and eBay is struggling with it. Let's put it that way. They are struggling with keeping their used and vintage and all that sellers happy. Most of them are not happy from what I've picked up, and they're struggling to capitalize on that market. And Facebook groups have jumped up, and people are buying and selling like crazy. One of your guest members here bought this really cute, by the way, Mickey Mouse skirt. But I mean, it's not Mickey Mouse like a little kid. It's really cool fashion. And she bought it on Facebook, right? Yeah. There's a special group for this sparkle skirt thing. I mean, just a group for that. And so Facebook wants a piece of that. And there it is, Danny, your new page.
And this is where, I'm sorry. Now, two things.
Okay.
Number one, this is where Facebook is going to kick eBay's butt. Going to kick eBay's butt. But here's the thing. If you guys are building your list of customers, your database, because that's all Facebook is doing. It's very specific target marketing. It's in these groups. It's on these pages where they've got the people that they know are interested in this stuff. You do the same thing for your business. You know, I'm telling you, build it around who your customer is.
Well, and Facebook has so much data about us.
Oh, geez.
I mean, that was a really interesting article. It's talking about putting the stuff right in your news feed. Instead of you having to go to the groups that are selling stuff, popping it up like that. Wow.
Because they know.
Go, Mark.
I swear, pretty soon, toilets are going to have some little Facebook GPS, and they're going to know, how many flushes a day.
Oh, okay. Amazon Prime is working on that. Oh, my gosh. Have you seen the new little gadgets from Amazon? You stick it on your appliances, and it tells you when you need to order more stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
you could theoretically get one of those to put on your toilet, and when the toilet cleaner thing runs out, it says, hey, order me some more cleaner crap. Okay?
You know what? It's wild, but it's not wild. It's so obvious where it's all going.
The economy of everything, the Internet of Things is what they're calling it now.
Pretty soon we're going to have the little microchips in us so that we can just, order this for me. Okay, maybe not.
She give me that look. Where's that Twilight Zone music when you need it?
Come on. We're living the Jetsons. We're living the Jetsons.
I am so excited to be living at this time. There is something new every single day. And it's just, this is a lesson too. Business has always changed so fast, and you've got to stay on top of it. But internet business, man, the speed of light doesn't even keep up with it. You really need to stay open to different ideas. I know people, I used to sell $10,000 a month on eBay, and I can't sell hardly $1,000 now. What's going on? Well, they're doing the same thing that they've been doing for 10 years.
Right.
And they're selling the same kind of stuff they've been, and it's not working.
It's not working.
So you have to look around and say, okay, I haven't changed. What's changed, and how can I take advantage of that change? Yeah. Use the change. Don't be scared of it.
Right. I said this from the stage yesterday. It's that we get in our comfort zones. We kind of do the same thing, and then we blame
eBay.
The recession. Yeah. We blame eBay not running ads. We blame whatever, the low dollar. And if that were the case, nobody be making any money.
Right. And I met a seller here at your event that is selling over $55,000 a month on eBay.
Right.
I was like, whoa.
Right.
Can I interview you? It's encouraging for people to know that it's still being
What's
done.
their niche?
They don't have one. They could sell a lot more.
Yeah, they do.
But no, actually,
I bet they do.
She'll have to go find
That's
it.
my thing. You know what? People have niches. They don't even know they have a niche.
I know.
When you're doing something that good, you've got a niche.
Well, I like what you did with the lady with the anniversary gifts. That was really clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was awesome.
Which now they're going, what? What did she do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, she found a lady who thought she was selling a variety of everything. And she's tried to help help her narrow down what is exactly that attracts you when you go into these stores. What are you going to buy? And it turns out Danni helped her narrow it down to a niche of anniversary gifts. So now her specialty is the first anniversary's paper, the 50th anniversary's diamond, and all the ones in between have something assigned, evidently. Right. So she can educate people. If you've got these friends that are having their 13th anniversary, this is the kind of present you should buy for them, and here's what I have in that category. You know what I was thinking? That's so brilliant. She's got her 12 months of newsletters written.
Right?
I mean, all she has to do is write one of each time and then just over and over.
Well, and she didn't have to change her products.
That was interesting.
She didn't have to. She had the niche. She just needed to create the marketing and the brand around it, and then target her ideal customer, who's somebody searching for an anniversary gift.
And then the other lady that came to the microphone, and you helped her narrow it down to she's selling animal-themed decorative collectibles.
Animal themed, yeah. Very specific, animal theme.
And she was another one that thought she didn't have a niche. So,
right. That's what I'm saying. People have niches. Niches. It's nichey.
Let's get nichey.
Let's get nichey.
I would like to hear your mother say that one time, by the way.
She laughs every time I tell that story because it's funny because I call it niche and I call it getting nichey because, it was a word I grew up with, but it just had a whole different meaning back when I was a kid.
When you were little.
That was what we did. We ran around the house nichey. Get some clothes on. You ran around the house nichey. Yeah. So, they're there. And this is it. If you're not looking at what you're doing, what's working, what's not, and do more of what's working, less of what's not, you're not going to know. And I'm telling you,
pointing at me. Good grief.
Hook me up with that $55,000 a month seller. I'm going to tell you exactly what their niche is.
Okay. Well, let's make that a plan, girls.
Yeah. Game on.
All right.
Game on. So I don't know. How long do we have? Okay. So real quick.
Yes. Oh, the book.
I know an hour goes really fast. So like I said, Kat and I have known each other forever. And we thought,
we're going to have to start mentioning that after years because it's going to make it look
we should probably write a book together. So we wrote this.
The Ultimate Guide to Savings by Store
about a year and a half ago.
That's all? Gosh, I was saying 5 years.
Maybe. No.
Look at the copyright.
Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Is there a copyright in it?
It should be.
This is actually an autographed copy, too. Ooh. 2012.
3 years.
3 years.
I knew it wasn't 5.
Has it been that long? Oh, my God. Maybe it's just because it felt like it took forever to write.
Well, if it's 3 years, it's right when you were doing the Danni app. So
yeah. So what the book is we took 50 different stores. Kat took the retail. I took the secondhand thrift and consignment shops and that sort of thing. And we went through and we did our research and we called corporate and we found all the different ways that you can save money at those stores, at each one of them. What kind of special little deals do they have? What kind of cards? What do you need to know so that you can...
How do they do their clearance? When do they do their clearance?
So we talked about this before the show, and we are going to be revising. Because, we're updating. We're going to come up with the second edition, which is going to be all new and improved and shiny.
And we got to talk to Bob because my friend Bob Willie and our friend Bob Willie wrote the chapter in there on Kohl's.
On Kohl's, and everything's changed on that.
Yes, Kohl's has come out with some interesting concepts.
So don't go look for this and buy it right now. Don't do that but watch for us to announce when the new one comes out because this will make you lots of money.
Yeah, that was the deal we made to the original people. If you don't save $50 from what's in the book, we'll buy it back from you.
We'll buy it back. Yep. And we are absolutely at the end.
We haven't bought any back yet.
I know, but we actually have to get back to an event.
Can you feed me first?
It's still going. I can probably do that. So, all right. Thanks you everybody for being here. Thank you so much, Kat. It's so fun having you in the studio. You have to come do this again.
Thanks, my friend. It was fun being here.
And with that,
bye-bye.
Go be profitable and make it fun.